Welcome to another edition of the Letterman Jacket Podcast. I'm your host, Tucker Hoadley, and on this installment, I'm going to be talking about the Denver Broncos. Obviously, the Denver Broncos have made some big news today by going ahead and releasing CJ Anderson, their big back, their mainstay in that backfield for the past few years. He's only 2 years into a 4-year deal, but they will go ahead and save $4.5 million by cutting him. So clearly, John Elway felt that that was the right move. He felt that he had enough left in Devontae Booker and D'Angelo Harrison to just move forward with the ground game on that offense. And I think Field Yates was the one that tweeted out, how much does this heat up the speculation that the Broncos are going to take Saquon Barkley at number 5? I think it's completely out of John Elway's hands. He's not really at liberty to say whether or not he's going to draft Saquon Barkley because the Cleveland Browns are going to have something to say about that at number 4. The New York Giants are going to have something to say about that at number 2, especially if Sam Darnold goes number 1 overall. So, I think the Broncos are kind of hurting themselves here just by limiting the number of healthy running backs they have on the roster. I do like Devontae Booker every time I've seen him on the field, but can he be that toting 25, 30, 35 time a game back? I don't know. Who does? But, clearly I think this was a financially motivated move because C.J. Anderson's performance has been pretty consistent. So moving right along, I think their headline move so far this offseason was signing Case Brass Balls Keenum. Shout out to Reddit there. But obviously to a 2-year, $36 million deal, 25 of which is going to be guaranteed. And I really like this move because Case Keenum, last year he was 11-3 as a starter. He completed just a touch over 67% of his passes for 3,500 yards. And the really standout stat there is 22 touchdowns to 7 interceptions, which is just an outstanding ratio, better than 3-1. So, they also went ahead and triggered an option on Demaryius Thomas' contract. So the Demaryius Thomas Emmanuel Sanders combo is still in play. That's only going to help Case Keenum. Arguably, that combo is better than where Case Keenum is coming from in Minnesota with Stephon Diggs and Adam Thielen. They also went ahead and re-signed guard Billy Turner and tendered their center Matt Paradise. So they're, solidifying that O-line up front. Case Keenum's looking like he's set up for success up there in Denver and Mile High. Another really big signing that I want to talk about is bringing in Marquette King, who got cut from the Raiders. So Marquette King, if you don't know, you should know that he's the most athletic punter in the league, probably since Randall Cunningham. But he's also got one of the strongest legs in the league. His deal with the Broncos is going to be 3 years at $7 million, which is a great value. Even though it's high for your average punter, that contract in Oakland wasn't sustainable. So, Mark Davis felt that was not tenable, and it was a little outrageous for a punter. But the Broncos, now in their specialist room, have 2 of the strongest legs in the league between King and Brandon McManus. So, their special teams is set up, their offense is set up, their defense has kind of been their strength. So the Broncos are looking really, really good. You guys re-signed inside linebacker Todd Davis to a 3-year, $15 million deal, 6 of which is guaranteed. So, you need those starters in your second level of defense there. Also signed cornerback Tremaine Brock from the Vikings. So that's another steal from the Vikings there. The John Elway also signed defensive tackle Clinton McDonald from the Bucks, right? Yeah, to a 2-year, $7 million deal. So just getting bigger up front there, some more bodies on the defense. And let's not forget, the reason this is all possible is because Von Miller restructured his contract, which freed up over $12 million. So that really was what allowed John Elway to go out and get Case Keenum aggressively. Clearly, there's some more financial things at play here with the cutting of C.J. Anderson. But, I think that's about all the speculation I'm willing to give out. I'm liking what the Broncos are doing overall. So although I'm a little shocked by the cutting of C.J. Anderson, as I think most of the media is, if you're a Broncos fan out there, please let us know how you're doing. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Please get the debate going in the comments. Please rate and listen to all of our podcasts on all of our mediums, iTunes, SoundCloud, Spreaker, all that good stuff. And until next time, this has been your host, Tuck, saying take it easy.